Hello everyone and welcome back to Ideal Bike channel. Honda officially revealed yesterday the new 2021 Honda NC750X. Honda says it's a new bike, lighter with new chassis, new electronics, revised transmission, more power, throttle by wire and a new LCD dashboard. But is it really a new bike? Is it really a better bike? Is it really what you have expected? Stick around until the end of the video and we're gonna dig in really deep in all these new updates of the Honda NC750X to find out everything about it. One of Europe's favorite motorcycles gets a well-rounded evolution, more power for the engine plus higher redline and revised gearbox ratios, which come hand in hand with throttle-by-wire management, 3 riding modes and refined expanded Honda Selectable Torque Control. Its renewed fuel efficiency is maintained and a full 6 kilograms has been shaved from the kerb weight. A redesigned frame is clothed in sharpened edge styling. The unique upfront storage compartment is usefully larger and seat height 30 mm lower. The dual clutch transmission variant continues to offer a technology unique to Honda on 2 wheels. A new screen, LCD lighting, and LCD dash round up the update. I really think it's a good moment to speak a little bit about the history of this bike. Since its introduction in 2012, the NC750X has enjoyed constant popularity through Europe because of its amazing fuel efficiency, great handling, high reliability, and many more. The storage compartment, where the fuel tank would normally be, capable of handling a full-face helmet, and Honda's unique dual-clutch transmission, DCT, that over half of European customers choose in 2019, are further features that set the NC750X apart. Viewed as a whole, the NC750X's qualities combine to create a motorcycle which functions superbly. And for all types of riding, commuting, touring, and simply for pleasure, it has proven a motorcycle with compelling all-around appeal. Honda has taken care to continuously evolve the NC750X's successful and unique formula with several upgrades over the years. For 2014, it gained 75cc, going from 670 to 745cc. For 2016, a new, more adventurous aesthetic, new instruments, DCT upgrades, and LED lighting were added. For 2018, 2-level Honda Selectable Torque Control and a 35 kW version arrived. Now let's go straight to the main features and check out the model overview. 2.8 kilowatts more peak power, that's around 58 horsepower for the NC750X's Euro 5 spec engine, plus an extra 500 RPM to the redline are the headline changes, thanks to work on valve timing and intake exhaust efficiency. Shorter ratios for first, second, and third gears, smarter response, while a slipper clutch reduces lever load and keeps the ride smooth on rapid downshifts. We have now a throttle by wire, which comes with 3 default rider modes: rain, standard, and sport, plus a customizable user mode. And also we have a Honda Selectable Torque Control, which now has over 3 levels in comparison with 2 levels from the previous model, while the dual clutch transmission option features automatic shifting schedules that integrate with the riding modes as well as user control. The other attention grabber which Honda comes in with is the 6 kilograms weight loss, thanks to the new frame and detail improvements around the engine and bodywork. There's also a sharper, more minimalist edge to the bodywork with a fresh style for both LED headlight, taillight, and rear indicators, while the redesigned storage space grows in volume and usability. Seat height is reduced 30 mm, The screen offers more wind protection, and the new LCD dash is an attractive addition. Now let's speak about the new engine's features. We have the throttle by wire and an extra 3 kilowatts peak power. In total we have 43.1 kilowatts with 69 Newton meter torque. We have the first 3 gear ratios shorter for sportier feel, plus an extra 500 RPM to the redline. Also, the slipper clutch reduces lever load by 20%, manages rear wheel on down changes. The motorcycle is now Euro 5 compliant with the 28.3 kilometers per liter possible. And also there is a 35 kilowatts A2 license version available. Honda also claims that they have lowered the center of gravity. A forward cant brings the center of gravity down for optimum stability, they say. Through the course of its 2021 update, it is now 1.2 kilograms lighter than before. Alright. Also for 2021, thanks to a finely balanced delay to valve timing, which also now differs between the two cylinders, plus addition of throttle by wire and improvement to the exhaust, the engine makes more power and revs harder for longer to the new 7000 RPM deadline. Alongside the power hike, it holds on to increased torque output for longer above 5000 RPM. Peak power is raised 3 kilowatts to 43.1 kilowatt at 6750 RPM, with maximum torque of 69 Newton meters at 4750 RPM. Hand in hand with the performance hike are shorter gear ratios over first, second and third gears for both manual and DCT, improving standing start and roll-on acceleration through each gear. From 30 km per hour, the NC750X will cover 20 meters in 1.7 seconds and 50 meters in 3.2 seconds. At 60 km per hour, the engine is turning at just 2500 RPM. Fourth, fifth and sixth gear are now slightly taller for maximum fuel efficiency. For the A2 license holders, a 35 kilowatts version is available, which can be easily converted to the full power version by a Honda dealer at the appropriate time. Equally, it is also possible to restrict the full power version to 35 kilowatts at a Honda dealer by replacing the standard throttle body and remapping the ACU. As a new feature for the manual gearbox of the Honda NC750X, we have the slipper clutch. The addition of a slipper clutch for 2021 reduces lever load by 20% and manages rear wheel lockup under fast down changes of the manual 6-speed gearbox while decelerating. A lightweight pentagon-shaped muffler uses two chambers joined by a hole punch linked pipe, which works with a finer resonator chamber to create a deep, distinguished sound and exhaust pulse. The built-in catalyzer, which has a two-layer structure for cleaner emissions. The NC750X engine sips fuel with a measured consumption of 28.3 kilometers per liter, providing a near 400 kilometer range for the 14.1 liter underseat fuel tank, and is now Euro 5 compliant. Now let's speak about the engine electronics. We have a throttle by wire which delivers 3 default riding modes plus user customization. Honda Selectable Torque Control features much finer control and 3 levels of intervention. With the throttle by wire now managing engine performance and character, there are 3 modes for the rider to choose from the various riding conditions. Mode selection is managed between the left-hand switchgear and the LCD display. Let's see, we have the Sport, which gives more aggressive delivery of engine power and braking with a low traction control intervention and DCT mode 4. We have the rain, which delivers engine power and braking list aggressively, has high traction control intervention and level 1 for the DCT shift pattern. We have the standard, which delivers a balanced middle point for engine power delivery, engine braking and traction control intervention, plus mode 2 for the DCT. And of course we have the user, which offers custom options of low, medium, high for delivery of engine power and engine braking, and also low, medium, high and off for traction control, and 4 different shift patterns for DCT. The Honda Selectable Torque Control is fitted as standard on both the manual and DCT versions of the NC750X. It now offers much softer, finer control as it manages rear wheel torque thanks to Throttle By Wire. Over 3 levels in comparison with 2 levels for the previous models. We have level 1, which allows the minimum intervention for some rear wheel spin on gravel or dirt, for instance, and its level of control is reduced from the previous design. Then comes level 2, is the default setting and provides confidence-inspiring traction for general riding conditions. And level 3, which provides maximum control for slippery roads. Also, the traction control can also be switched off. Just a few words regarding the DCT transmission, the dual clutch transmission. It had arrived on the market on the VFR 1200F in 2010. Honda's unique and motorcycle DCT technology is now in its 11th year of production. Over 140,000 DCT equipped motorcycles have been sold in Europe since the introduction, and 52% of the customers they choose the DCT option for the NC750X in 2019. Now let's speak a little bit about the styling and the equipment. We have a sharper, more aggressively minimal styling. We have a new LED headlight and taillight, indicators, and a new LCD display. We have a new screen which improves wind and weather protection, they say. We have to see about it. We have also a larger 23-liter storage space, now holds an adventure-style full-face helmet, and the storage compartment increased with 1 liter, which is actually a good thing. The new 750X features a sharpened identity thanks to redrawn smaller upper and lower fairings, accentuated by the muscular fuel tank. A new LED headlight and running lights form a strong frontal signature. A few words about the unique NC feature, the storage area, where traditionally the fuel tank sits, increases in volume by 1 liter to 23 liters, and in the process saves 1 kilograms. Also, the battery compartment has been moved, and you can actually fit inside an adventure-style helmet easily. Also new is the full-color LCD dashboard, which allows management of the riding modes through the selection switch on the left handlebar. Another new feature which I found very important and very useful is that the rear indicators now have an emergency stop signal function. This emergency stop signal works like this. At a minimum speed of 53 km per hour, with either brake working, if negative acceleration of a minimum of 6 meters per second is detected, the hazard lights flash to warn other road users a hard stop is in process. At the same speed, the threshold is reduced with ABS in play for wet conditions to a negative acceleration of a minimum 2.5 meters per second. And check out also this new feature. The indicators also auto cancel. Wow! Rather than using a simple timer, the system compares front and rear wheel speed difference and calculates when to cancel the indication relative to the situation. And I really have to admit that Honda, with these two safety features, the emergency stop signal function and also the auto cancel of the indicators, the Honda made a really big step when it comes to the driver safety. Now let's speak about the chassis and the ergonomics, because here Honda really made some changes. For an invisible but major advantage of the NC750X's chassis, Honda's development engineers started with the tubular steel diamond frame, and through a careful redesign using varying tube thickness and weight, not only saved 1.8 kilograms over the previous model, but also freed up more useful space for the storage compartment by relocating the battery and redesigning the airbox. Detail work in all areas of the chassis contributed 1.2 kilograms of weight saving. Rake remains 27 degrees with trail of 110 millimeters, wheelbase of 1525 millimeters, and 1535 millimeters for the DCT version, and front-rear weight distribution of 4852. Curb weight is 214 kilograms and 224 kilograms for the DCT versions, which means 6 kilograms lighter. Seat height is also 30 millimeter lower at 800 millimeter. The riding position is upright and neutral with a high viewpoint for enhanced hazard perception. Other advantage of this adventure-style riding position is great low-speed control, combined with a low center of gravity and generous steering lock. The result is an exceptional low-speed handling and balance. A lower seat height has been achieved by a slight reduction in suspension travel. The 41mm telescopic forks now employ 120 mm from 153.5mm travel and use Showa dual bending valves with ratios optimized for both compression and rebound damping. This allows the generation of damping force in precise proportion to piston speed from the low speed range, improving ride quality and comfort. The rear monoshock features a spring preload adjuster system with the 120mm travel from 150mm. It operates through ProLink that offers an optimized balance of a soft initial stroke for dealing with low-speed bumps, together with excellent control. The brakes remains the same. We have on front a 320mm wavy disc and 2-piston brake caliper, and on the rear we have a 240mm wavy disc and single piston caliper. Also we have a lightweight 2-channel ABS, which provides powerful and confident braking even on slippery or wet road surfaces. The wheel size, they remain the same as for the previous models. 17-inch wheels, 120/70 on the front and 160/60 on the rear wheel. Of course, Honda provides a full range of GNU Accessories, which will be available for the new NC750X. We have to mention the USB-C charging point for the internal storage area, a resin rear rack. Also we have top boxes, a 38 and a 50-liter top box with aluminium color match insert option. Also pannier stays. Also we have a tall screen, foot deflectors, side protection bar finish in metallic silver, fog lights, heated grips, and also pannier right with the 26 and 32 liters, left 33 liters with the aluminium color match insert option. And because you've stayed until the end of the video, I have to provide you some really important numbers. The first number, it's a big disappointment for me, and it regards the ground clearance. For the new Honda NC750X, we have a new ground clearance of 145 millimeters in comparison with 165 millimeters for the actual NC750X. So we've lost 20 millimeters ground clearance. This means that the new Honda NC750X 2021 will struggle quite a lot to manage the off-roads with such a low ground clearance of 145 millimeters. It was already difficult with 165 millimeters going on off-roads and take care about the rocks and the low ground clearance. But what can we do with 145 millimeters now? And of course, we have to give you the price for the European market. We have the version, the manual transmission, the manual gearbox version, which costs 7,950 euros, so almost 8,000 euros for the manual transmission Honda NC750X. And we have 8,950 euros for the DCT version. So this means an increasement of the price. Of course, you get what you already watched for. So you get new things, you get a new engine and so on. But you have to pay around 400-500 euro more for both versions. Please let me know what is your opinion regarding these new changes for the Honda NC750X 2021. Make sure you leave your comments in the comment section below. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you next time. Bye bye.